Hey, thank you for coming by Tori Magoo 44. Today is July 3rd. Tomorrow is the 4th of July, where we're celebrating the independence of our country here in the United States and a lot of people around the world, just freedom. And one of the things Scientology abuses the most, in my opinion, the Church of Scientology, is that exact thing, freedom. They sell the concept of freedom, which is ironic in itself. You can't buy freedom. You can't. And then, once you get into Scientology, they very covertly and very sneakily, slowly, in the Church of Scientology, they cut off your freedoms, right? They decide who you can speak to. I'm going to read you the definition of free, and from just a very simple student's dictionary. It says free, not under the control of another, not a slave, and not in prison. Okay. Able to vote and speak, write, meet, and worship as one pleases, having political and civil liberty. Scientology has neither of those. You're under the control of David Miscavige, absolutely, and you're not able to, you don't have civil liberties. The higher up you get, the less you can speak to people. They decide what you can read. It also says, not tied up, fastened, or shut in, loose. Okay, I can go on, but you get the concept. You can do what you want when you're free. Now, granted, we all have restrictions. I remember when I was a child, our country was doing a lot better than it is now. And I know we have a lot of problems. But I also know Scientology does not have the solutions to those problems, and nor do they care about people in general. The Church of Scientology could care less about you. And it's a shocking thing. A lot of people, it takes a long time to actually understand it. It is a combination of peer pressure and, just people promising you that things are going to happen the way they are. And it takes a while. People want to have things happen. There's the old expression, a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. And that's kind of the essence of Scientology and the Church of Scientology. It's like you're hoping, you're wishing, you keep on going on it. It may be true for other religions, but at least in other religions, if you decide you can leave, you can leave. You don't leave and get shut out, disconnected from, nobody will talk to you, you're banned, you're decided you're a degraded being. I mean, it's disgusting what they do. It really is. And I've told Miscavige forever, you can run, but you cannot hide. And it's coming back to you, man. And I've told you for years, if you just switched over and did the good things that you all have, I think you'd be doing real good. But you won't. You keep doing the nasty things over and over and over. As Anon Sparrow said in his video, I'll put his latest pick in here, but he says, I'm all for a world without crime, a world without war, a world without insanity, which are the original goals that you hear when you get in Scientology. But what does that have to do with their abuses? Now, they try to say, well, their wins are why it's okay. But that's the same as saying Robert Von Young, who used to write for Their Freedom magazine and then later became a critic of Scientology, told me when I left, he said, it's very much like an abusive relationship where, yes, there are good things and people leave it and then they sort of feel like they need to go back because of those good things. But it isn't. And it's like those abuses are still happening to this day. Serious abuses. People like Heber and other executives are locked in an SP hall in Hemet, California. Okay? That's not okay. David Miscavige beating up people. That is not okay. Breaking up families. Number one for me, not okay. Disconnection, not okay. All right? So those things need to change, as well as fair game, medical abuse, which I suffered from for years and years and years. Okay, so I'm here speaking out about it. I'm very thankful for the freedom I do have, and especially since I've left the Church of Scientology, it's been fantastic. And I say to people all the time, come on out. We're having a good time out here. Think of all the great people you know in the world, in history. Were any of them Scientologists? No. They weren't OTs, but they did some what you consider OT things. And that was one of the things that got me starting to wake up. I started thinking, oh, wait a minute. And just thinking of all the people I admired. And none of them were Scientologists. And they're doing just fine. So To all of you, I wish you a very happy 4th of July. I hope you do celebrate freedom, and I hope you pass it on. Peace out.